Good morning. Day 44, I believe. A little after 7:30 maybe. We are getting ready to pull out of Panorama. I'd hoped to leave earlier, but you know how it is. It's hard. It's dark in the shelter. Slept till after 6. So we're doing pretty well, actually. Could be much later. I think it's going to start raining, like right now that we're ready to go. And it sounds like it's going to pour all day. So I don't know if there's going to be anything for you to see other than me walking in the rain. And there's a lot of like terrain to deal with, so I'm going to be really busy. So I apologize if I don't show you much today, but I don't think there's really much to see. There, that I really sold this video, huh? Oh, look at those statistics everyone drops off right now. No, maybe it'll be exciting later. Maybe there'll be a bear. Maybe there'll be a moose. You don't know. No, the waterfalls are going to be beautiful, and who knows where the clouds will be. Maybe we'll see some views. It could happen. This is a day that normally has fantastic views and a lovely... Sorry, I always have to check at least 6 times. Cheese and sausage lunch up by the windmills. Well, not by the windmills, but on top of the ski slopes. We'll have to see what's going on up there. I don't know if they've started working on their ski slope expansion or whatever they're doing. But, here, beautiful forest. I will, show you whatever I see out here, I guess. I don't know. I don't really particularly care for this day because it's always really hard, but I was a fatter, slower hiker in those days. Normally this is like the beginning of the hike, and I'm just trying to figure out how to walk and stuff. And theoretically, I'm in pretty good condition at this point. A little exhausted, a little underfed, but the legs should actually climb up Bald Head just fine today. So I just need to get out here and do it. It's gonna be wet. No, it seems like it's gonna be poncho weather to protect the pack, but I'm not sure this is poncho terrain. It's my concern. So we'll have to see just how wet everything gets. Theoretically, we're waterproof. We've survived much worse, but all right, I'll see you out there. Look at this beautiful signage. See, I didn't hike the trail last year, so things have changed a little bit. 2 years. I like this. I remember the first time I came out here. I mean, like out of the woods and popped out onto this. I had to stop and think. I don't know if I looked at my map or my GPS, but I know I wasn't really sure where I was or what I was doing. It was a long time ago. I didn't know what I was doing in those days, relative to the wisdom I have now. Look at the smart man climbing mountains in the rain. Wisdom. We got a little thunderstorm last night. There were like 2 cracks of thunder about 2 o'clock in the morning. There was some rain. Definitely rained for a while. So if we find some deep grass, and we may up here, we'll have wet socks in no time. Maybe they mowed it. A lot of places have been mowed. I gotta figure out how to mow my trail. It's in the middle of nowhere. You can't get out there with a mower. But they got this giant hedge clipper or something. Somebody was showing me the other day. I think that might be the thing. Get out there. Have to stay for a couple nights at Coleman. And then lug that thing out there and just knock those raspberries back. Man can dream. Whew. Did someone say Cohos? Sanguinary Summit. It's a nice breeze right here. It's only mostly cloud, not raining yet. Enjoying it while I can. Legs are wet from the grass, but toes still dry for now. They better enjoy it while they can. They are gonna be squishy later. Yeah, it's nice up here. I always like this spot. I can see how it got its name. I had to admit that it was raining. I denied it as long as I could, but then I said no, it's raining. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough day. We were cruising along pretty well. We're almost to the Balsams viewpoint, I think. But, yeah, it'll slow us down now. It's gonna get slippery. I'm gonna get overheated in this coat, but I'll try to keep some of the water from running down into my socks as long as possible. I know they'll be wet soon, but if we can keep them from being terribly squishy for the whole day, they'll hold up a lot better. Sorry, I'm not looking at you at all. I am busy trying to navigate a wet trail in the rain. But yeah, it's raining. They said chance of showers. Then they said showers. They said 100%. Not a chance, not a 90% chance. They said showers, 100%. So yeah, this is what it's gonna do all day. Maybe we'll get an inch, they say. So, yeah, fun. All right, that looks like a place to use 2 poles. I'm gonna use 2 poles for that. I can't tell you for sure, but that might be the Balsams view. There's a little path over here that comes out here. But yeah, it's hard to tell for sure. It's a little lighter rain than before. I took the hood off. This raincoat smells terrible. Which is good in some ways, because it means my sense of smell is coming back. But yeah, it's been wet for most of this trip. Just tucked in a pocket. I take it out and dry it occasionally, but yeah, it's kind of mildewy, I think. I don't see anything on it. I can just kind of smell it. Which again, in some ways, it's nice to be able to smell things again a little bit. They say for some people that sense of smell doesn't come back for a long time. I was really hoping by the time I finish this trip, I'll be able to actually enjoy all the delicious food I'll have when I get home. All right, we're not going that way. We must be going this way. CT South, all the way. No turning back now. I was trying to think what I could do to get out of having to do what I have to do today, and there is no way out. I have to do it. But I don't want to do it. This is a hard day in good weather. So I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to be a really hard day today. But I'm going to get my poles back out. Try not to break my neck, I guess. Because we're going to start going down suddenly. Dixville Notch. Table Rock, right up there. If you'd like to see any of these things, look for, I think, day 6 maybe? Day 6 or 7 of my 21 through hike of the Cohos. I think these things were visible that day. Today, nah. You kind of make out the highway down there. Definitely can hear the cars. But yeah, we're kind of hiking in the cloud right now. It's not really raining, just cloud. Everything's wet. Boots are very squishy. Normally we'd stop and take a break here, take pictures. Yeah, it's not happening. We'll just keep going. Flume Brook. We gotta go around the corner here, get down to the bottom of it. I'll show you the other end. That should be looking pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that's going off. Well, we've got a little time to enjoy here at the bottom of the notch, and then we've got to climb up out of the notch. That will not be joyful. Let's be honest. It's never a joy. But today, it's gonna be yucky. There's the Cohos. I knew it was around here somewhere. You could just walk down the highway if you really are into that sort of thing, but I like to stay in the woods as long as I can. They went to all the trouble to build this trail. You might as well enjoy it. But yeah, I've never seen that brook like that before. There's usually water here, but it's a quiet little babbling brook. Speaking of babbling, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, the rain messes up the views, but it's good for the waterfalls. All right. Ooh, I can see the upper falls from here. We'll turn off the camera. It's going to take me a really long time to walk up there. They say 5 minutes, but that's not for backpackers who are old and fat. Yeah, I don't like this climb at all, but it's very pretty. Well, I've never seen this doing this. I'd be worried about getting my feet wet if they weren't already soaking wet. Because I don't think that's hoppable. I think that's wet. Yeah, we'll see. Well, that's where we crossed. I'm curious to see the timestamps on this video to see how long it took me to figure out where to go and work up the courage to do it. I think the trail's over here somewhere. The sign says there's a trail here. I think it's under this tree. Probably. I see cutting over there. That's usually a sign of a trail. Whew, deep. Sure enough. Yeah, a brave man would have walked across on that tree. I'm not that brave. I don't even think I could do that if that was a bogboard, but certainly not as a tree. All right, well, that was very exciting. But we're not dead. Upward, onward, Excelsior. Oh, baby. That was some vicious trail. Waist to overhead vegetation, either creek or swamp underfoot. Usually at least a few inches of water, often maybe 5 inches of water. It wasn't over the top of my boots, but it was really deep. I'm totally soaked. Everything inside and out is all wet, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Getting cold standing here, but I had to stop for cheese and sausage. It's mandatory. We don't have a lot of miles, but they are ugly miles. So I'm just gonna stomp them out. If I don't turn on the camera again, I'm sorry, but I'm really busy. I'm trying to get where I'm going so I can get dry, because wow. It's 12:30 right now. So we've been on trail for 4.5, 5 hours. About 5 hours. Doing what I can. But yeah, I gotta get where I'm going or I'll die. It's that simple. No more stopping. We gotta go. So I'll either see you along the way or I'll see you there. You can hear the windmills up there, but you can't see them. They're not very far away either. A bit of cloud. I'm noticing that every time I climb up this really steep hill to get up to this road so that I can go downhill, it seems to make me a little more angry. You start thinking about things like why? Why am I climbing up this really steep hill so that I could turn and go downhill? I don't want to tell anybody what to do, but I think they should cut a trail and not come up here. I know they want to cut a trail from here down to Kelsey, oh, I'm sorry, down to Kelsey Notch. But the proposed route has you climbing all the way up here and then going down the trail to Kelsey Notch, which is better than going down the road, I suppose. But it still raises the question of why do we need to come all the way up here for no reason? I don't know. I might have to stop giving up backpacking. Start giving up backpacking. I'm starting to think too much. I think once you start to think about it, you find things like that just you can't think away. Why am I on top of this slippery rock? Can't tell you how many times on the long trail they made me climb up on top of something and then said, "Oh, now you can't get down." Ha ha. This is kind of like that, except for it's a giant hill. You can get down, but first you have to climb all the way up it. And then you have to climb all the way down it. Okay, well, I haven't exactly got that out of my system, but I bitched about it a little bit, so that'll help. I think we're making good time. I'm just angry about it all. Soaking wet. I've been soaking wet for 5 hours now. I've still got hours to go of being soaking wet. But the only way to get dry is to keep going and get there. So, boom, bada boom, bada boom. Yeah. Go, go, go. Hey, look what we found. It's the bald-tailed shelter. I'm always surprised when I see it. I really noticed that I couldn't remember the trail as much as I usually do because I didn't hike it last year. And I wasn't really looking. I was looking at my feet. So I wasn't sure where I was. Normally I know the shape of the trail. I know all the places that aren't the top because I kept hoping they would be and they weren't. Very pruny. Got a lot of drawing out to do. I can't imagine what my feet look like. They're not good. But yeah, I thought I would say hey, because I don't know if I'll see anything else here. It's raining a little bit now, but yeah, it's just wet up here. You're in the clouds. I don't know how high this place is, but it's usually in the clouds, it seems like. But yeah, I think this was day 44. And that means there are 12 more fun-filled days left. I don't know. It's hard to say anymore. How many fun-filled days they are, or what day it really is, because I don't know. I think it's 44. Yeah, I'll leave you there. I can't imagine anything exciting is going to happen here that I'm going to show you. So I'll say night-night, but you never know. The other night there were loons after I said night-night. So maybe there'll be something exciting. Maybe we'll find out what's in that bag. I don't know. If somebody left their trash here, or if they left their treasure here. Oh well. I think I'm sleeping in the shelter again tonight. There's a nice tent or hammock spot back there in the woods. But, yeah, I think I do better stay in here. Alright, I will see you tomorrow. They say the sun might come out tomorrow.